हेलो हेलो लाइव लाइव हेलो 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 इंक्रीज करने बोलो उसको, बूस्ट अप करने, गेन बढ़ा दिए। हेलो 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 रियास, उसको भी टेस्ट कीजिए। हेलो 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 हेलो
हेलो हेलो, हाँ ठीक है। हेलो हेलो
हेलो हेलो
हेलो, माइक टेस्ट। हेलो हेलो हेलो
ये तो है
हेलो हेलो।
हाँ हाँ आवाज आ रहा है।
नहीं लाइट ठीक से लगा नहीं है, लगने का बात नहीं है इसमें। नहीं है
माइक का है।
हेलो हेलो कैसे होगा? माइक चल रहा था। मेरा साउंड आ रहा है। ठीक है, अभी लाइव चल रहा है सभी। ठीक है,
आपका राइट में माइक लगाइए निकू सर, राइट में आपका राइट में माइक लगाइए।
अच्छा ठीक है, अभी सभी नीचे जाओ, टेस्ट करते हैं। लाइव चल रहा है, सभी नीचे जाओ, नीचे जाओ, लाइव चल रहा है। हाँ
हेलो हेलो
लाइट डालो यार। Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. इसको माइक को म्यूट कर दीजिए. कंट्रोल रूम प्लीज म्यूट द माइक. बोथ. Volunteers are requested to take their seats, take their respective positions. Volunteers. Live streaming has started. Please. Whoever available in the stage, please take care. Live streaming has started. स्टार्ट कर दीजिए. जाओ बिगस जाओ. लाइव स्ट्रीम उधर स्टार्ट करो. उधर शुरू कर दे. जाओ यार उधर. Whoever available in the stage, please take care. Live stream of the stage has already started. Subrato, Manoj, live streaming already started. Videographer, please ready. When the procession enters inside the hall, you have to focus on them. हेलो 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 हेलो
Hello, check. Hello, hello, check.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the 11th Convocation of IIM Ranchi. There's a small announcement. May I request you all to please keep your cell phones on mute mode for the duration of the convocation to avoid the disturbance to the proceedings. Also, may I request your parents and the families of graduating students to refrain from coming to the dais for taking photographs during the conferral of the degrees. Our academic procession will start shortly. While the procession comes inside the hall, I request everyone to please stand and remain standing till all the members of the procession have taken their seats. Hello, am I audible? Ladies and gentlemen, I request everyone to please stand. The academic procession is entering the hall. The graduating students are requested to take their seats quietly. Please maintain the decorum of the hall. I request everyone to please remain standing. The academic procession is entering the hall. I request everyone to please remain standing. Graduating students are requested to come towards their seat quietly. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाए तब जय गाता जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seat. I request respected Chairman Board of Governors, Shri Praveen Shankar Pandya, sir, to declare the convocation open. Sir, you have to come here.
I declare the convocation open.
Ladies and gentlemen, now I request Professor Deepak Kumar Srivastava, sir, Director IIM Ranchi, to deliver the welcome speech and present the Institute's report for the academic year 2021-22.
Johar, Namaste, good evening. Honorable Governor of Jharkhand, Sri C.P. Radhakrishnan, Sri Anand Kripalu, MD and Global CEO of Blackstone EPL Limited, Sri Praveen Shankar Pandya ji, Chairman, BOG, members of the BOG, dear students and their parents, guests, member of the press, my faculty colleagues, officer and staff of the institute. Ladies and gentlemen, I extend to all of you a very warm welcome to the 11th annual convocation of the Indian Institute of Management. I am extremely happy to have Sri C.P. Radhakrishnan, Honorable Governor Jharkhand, as the chief guest, and Sri Anand Kripalu, MD and Global CEO of Blackstone EPL Limited, as the guest of honor. On behalf of the Institute, I thank them for being with us. Let me now briefly introduce our chief guest and the guest of honor. Sri C.P. Radhakrishnan is the 10th Governor of Jharkhand. He was elected to the Lok Sabha twice from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. Few of his previous assignments includes, he was the member of Parliamentary Committee for Public Sector Undertakings. He was member of Parliamentary Consultative Committee for Finance. He was member of Parliamentary Special Committee to investigate the stock exchange misdeeds. He was also a member of Parliamentary Delegation to United Nations and addressed United Nations General Assembly. He was member of the first parliamentary delegation to Taiwan. He led a Pad Yatra of 200 kilometers from Madurai to Kambam for 14 days to raise the water level to its original 152 feet in Mulai Periyar Dam. He led another Pad Yatra of 230 kilometers from Gudiyatham, Tamil Nadu to Kuppam, Andhra Pradesh for 11 days to save Palar River. Sri Anand is presently MD, Global CEO of Blackstone-backed EPL Limited, global leader in the laminated tubes. He was also chairman of the IPL franchisee Royal Challengers Bangalore. Earlier, he was President Asia and MD of Cadbury India and a member of Cadbury's global leadership team. Prior to that, he worked at Unilever for 22 years. Sri Anand is currently on the board of Indian Institute of Management, Jammu. Sri Anand chaired the CII National FMCG Committee and CIAVC and has been a member of the Managing Committee of the Bombay Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Sri Anand was recently honored with the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award at the 8th edition of Indian Marketing Awards by Exchange for India. Please join me in welcoming our chief guest and guest of honor with a round of applause. I am extremely happy to share that Institute has completely shifted to permanent campus, which has most modern facilities supported by the digital infrastructure. The importance of campus experience for any educational institute is immense. I take this opportunity to thank Chairperson and members of BOG, faculty colleagues, and staff for their support during entire shifting process. I am grateful of valuable direction and advice given by BOG, which has helped in giving a new direction to IIM Ranchi towards academic excellence. I look forward to the support of all stakeholders for building IIM Ranchi as a globally oriented and locally responsive B school. During the year 21-22, the Institute carried out various activities and events. Some of the events are International Yoga Day, Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, Swachhta Pakhwada, Rashtriya Ekta Divas, National Constitution Day, Hindi Pakhwada, different students' activities such as Agon, RUS, TEDx, Fit India Movement, celebration of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and many more. As a part of internationalization process, IIM Ranchi has entered into MOUs with many foreign institutes and universities located in different countries such as France, United States, Canada, Greece, Taiwan, Russia, South Korea, and Finland. In accordance with the new education policy, IIM Ranchi has started a 5-year full-time integrated program that offers courses in management studies from the undergraduate to the graduate level. This program has been designed for students who have completed class 12 and wish to pursue a career in business management. Institute is proud of its pool of faculty members with extensive and diverse experience who not only act as instructors but also as a mentor to provide students with most authentic education and learning experience possible. There was a significant increase in the publication by faculty members. In 21-22, faculty members published a total of 74 journal articles, 4 books, 6 book chapters, 9 cases, and 10 articles, and presented papers at 36 national and international conferences. Additionally, the Institute has successfully recruited 25 new faculty members across different academic areas. Faculty members organize seminar, workshop, conference, and management development program for the purpose of enhancing the knowledge and skills of the working professional. During the year 21-22, the Institute organized 7 MDPs and 30 consultancy projects for various public and private sector organizations such as Maruti Suzuki, Indian Oil Corporation, Jindal Steel, and many more. The Institute has also established Atal Bihari Vajpayee Center on Leadership, Policy, and Governance to support the development of future leaders and understanding of public policy and governance. The Atal Bihari Vajpayee Center has conducted various events in the year 21-22. To name a few: discussion on union budget 22-23, discussion on the implementing large-scale transformative projects in India, doing business sustainably, stories from Jharkhand. To promote the tribal upliftment, a center named Birsa Munda Center for Tribal Affairs was inaugurated by then Honorable Governor Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji. The center aims to undertake intervention projects as well as research in the domain of the tribal issues and opportunities. The center is committed to activities related to the development of tribal people, both in the state of Jharkhand and other parts of country. The center actively participated in the ambitious union government initiative, Pradhan Mantri Vandhan Vikas Yojana. As the new initiative, Rekhi Center of Excellence for the Science of Happiness was inaugurated and established. The center aims at developing scientific understanding of happiness, which will help individuals to be more optimistic and appreciative about themselves and others. The broad objectives of the center is not only to address individual happiness, but also at a macro level, including community and society at large, and contribute to this pursuit of happiness, making the world a better place to live and work in. During the year, as a part of responsible management education, the PRME group of the Institute conducted many activities like International Day of Biological Diversity, World Environment Day, World Peace Day, Tree Plantation Drive, Sustain Universe, Walkathon, Water Day, and many more. Under Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, IIM Ranchi has selected 5 villages in Ranchi district and has been working for their development in various aspects such as livelihood generation, skill development, hygiene awareness, and health-related issues. IIM Ranchi has already implemented a few projects successfully and a few are in process. Some of the projects are training related to capacity building in various villages for establishing a community-based enterprises to upscale the quality of plates and dona made from sal leaves pattal. Team of IIM Ranchi developed plan for establishing the market linkages. Institute has successfully completed its campus recruitment program for the MBA and MBA HRM batches of the 2020 and 22. For MBA, total 77 companies participated in the recruitment process. The average CTC of 16.17 lakh per annum was offered. For MBA HR, total 21 companies participated in the recruitment process, and an average CTC of 15.63 lakh per annum was offered. IIM Ranchi had a successful summer placement for its flagship MBA, MBA Business Analytics, MBA HRM programs. For MBA, over 165 companies. For MBA Business Analytics, 27 companies. And for MBA HRM, 36 companies participated. Each and every student of the batch has obtained internships with stipend. Dear students, for all of you, this day is an extremely happy one. You are graduating from one of the top B school. You have a very bright future ahead. You have the necessary skills and capabilities needed to succeed in your life. I have 3 advices on this auspicious occasion. 1, spend some time and energy enhancing the lives of those who are less fortunate. Believe me, God helps you when you help others. Number 2, try to be happy. If you want to be more productive at work, get happy. Research shows happiness brings productivity. Happy workers are more productive. Number 3, cultivate the experimental mindset. It is impossible to predict what will work and what will not. Constant experimentation is necessary. You will learn something new and improve your readiness for the next challenge with each experiment. I would also like to extend my congratulations to the proud parents who I know will remember this day with much greater fondness than the graduating students. Congratulations once again to all the graduating students. May God bless you. Thank you all.
Now, I request Professor G. Naresh, Chairperson Doctoral Program, to present the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Philosophy Executive.
Good evening, one and all. All candidates of the PhD and Executive PhD, please rise. Mr. Chairman, I present Aditya Banerjee of the PhD and Raja Shankaran of the EPhD program, including those in absentia who have successfully fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Philosophy Executive of the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, and request that the degree be conferred on them.
By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, I confer on you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Philosophy Executive of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, and charge you that in your life by thought, word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
Graduating doctoral students will now take the doctoral pledge. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be worthy of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, conferred on me by the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi. Graduating doctoral students will now receive their degree. Aditya Banerjee, PhD. Aditya Banerjee, PhD program, 2016 batch. Raja Shankaran, Executive PhD, 2018 batch. Thank you, sir.
Now, I request Professor Vijaya Dikshit, Chairperson MBA program, to present the degree of Master of Business Administration.
All the candidates of MBA program, please rise. Mr. Chairman, I present Ayushri S. Tundu and 250 others of 2020-22 batch, including those in absentia, who have satisfactorily fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration of Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, and request that the degree be conferred on them.
By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, I confer on you the degree of Master of Business Administration of Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, and charge you that in your life, by thought, word, and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
Graduating students will now take the pledge. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be worthy of the degree of Master of Business Administration of Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi, conferred on me by the Indian Institute of Management, Ranchi. Graduating students will now receive their degree. Ayushri S. Tudu, Abhishek Kumar, Abhishek Tandon, Akash Borel, Akash Manna, Ankit Yadav, Anu Garg, Anuj Tiwari, Aparna Priya, Arpita Mandal, Arshin Chuk, Ayappa Abhishek R, Chinmay Prakash Nanoti, चिराग बजाज, देबाशीष साहू, दीपक कुमार, वैष्णवी देशमुख, ईशा ज्योति, गौरव शर्मा, अनिकेत गुर्जर, हर्षवर्धन, इशित चतुर्वेदी, निकी जैन, जेनिस गोडविन वी, जयसुरन मेशाच, जीवेश कुमार कश्यप, कार्तिक नगिया, मैत्री रॉय मलाकर, मनीष कुमार साहू, नवीन कुमार, निखिल राज, नीलेश अग्रवाल, नीलेश अग्रवाल, परिधि कशलीवाल, पूजा यादव, पौलमी मृधा, प्रतीक सिंह, रोहित कुमार, रोमा सिंगला, सरनया मनियन, सौरभ कुमार, श्रवण बुन्नी दुआ, श्वेता रे, सिद्धांत रिचारिया, स्नेहा भारती, सौम्यदीप बद्रा, श्रीकांत संतोष, वरुण वैद्यनाथ, अक्षिता कपूर, अंजना केएस, अपर्णा, अश्मिता श्रीवास्तव, अश्विनी कुमार पाधी, विशाल डैश कौशिक, चिन्मय दास, हैरिश, हर्षवर्धन सिंह, ही इज एब्सेंट। जानवी अग्रवाल, कार्तिक कपरी, कशिश गंगेसराय, कुमार गौरव, माइकल सोरेंग, मोनिका टोप्पो, मृदुल अग्रवाल डी, नव्या अग्रवाल, निथाला ग्रीष्मा, ओजस्वी गौतम, प्राची प्रफुल्ल, प्रीतिश मेहदीता, प्रियल महेश्वरी, पुरंजय खेतरपाल, रजत रंजन, राम कुमार आर, संजना रेड्डी, ऋतु पांडे, Ritu Yadav, Shalini Haldar, Shalu Bansali, Siddhant Singhal, Siddharth Jaiswal, Shruti Sonar, Shrishti Jalan, Stuti Agarwal, Sudhanshu Agarwal, Sushmit Anshu Kullu, तन्मय सदाना, वैभव खेमका, विनस गिरा, विकास यादव, विराज विजय राउत, आदित्य राज, अभिषेक कुमार, अचला हजारी, आकाश बनर्जी, अक्षुन कौशिक, अनिमेश सागर, अंकिता प्रिया, अंकित एन, अनुभव सिद्धार्थ मेहता, खुशी अग्रवाल, अश्विनी पुपाला, बोधिपाली शालिनी, सिरिल प्रिंस, इला वामशी प्रीतम रेड्डी, गौरव पेशवानी, गायत्री विनोद, कनिष्का पात्रा, कुरुकुला महेश, मंटू लाल, मयंक कुमार डोरलिया, मीत सोलंकी, नवीन कुमार वर्मा, निधि ट्रिकी, पी सौम्या, मोहिल पटेल, प्रीति दास, राजेश, राशि श्रीवास्तव, रोहित ननगल, शशांक सिंह, शिवम धिमन, शुभम चक्रवर्ती, श्वेता शुक्ला, स्नेहा यादव, स्पर्श वाजपेयी, स्वना वालिया, तन्मय टंडन, तान्या श्रीवास्तव, त्रिशा कपूर, विशु गुप्ता, येदुरी दिनेश, अभिजीत साहू, अभिषेक गुनिन, अनन्या अग्रवाल, अनिकेत वासलास, अनुभव जैन, अपूर्वा शुक्ला, आशुतोष कुमार, आयुष चौधरी, बेदोत्रई रॉय, विश्वनाथ नंदा, दीप्ति रंजन, दिनेश कुमार दिनकर, दोहरोती खखलरी, गौरव छाबरा, गौरव साहा, आई जूहिता, जतिन जैन, ज्योति कुमारी, कमला पुनीत, खुशहाली, कुंजल प्रसाद, प्रणाली लोखंडे, मयंक सिंह सेनगर, नमन अरोरा, नेहा जैन, पर्व कतारिया, परनथी धर्मापुरम, प्रसून अदक, प्रतीक कुमार गुप्ता, ऋषभ कलिया, ऋतुपर्णा डे, सागर कौशिक, साहिल, सलोनी जायसवाल, सनिंध्या श्रीवास्तव, सौरभ जैन, आभा शाक्या, शालिनी वर्मा, श्रेया मित्तल, सृष्टि श्रेया सिंकू, सौरेश मलाकर, सृष्टि गर्ग, सुमित कुमार, सुयशा चक, स्वर्णा पटेल, श्वेता एस, तरुण गर्ग, तुषार सिंह, विजेंद्र, यश त्यागी, विकास रंजन साहू, राहुल भगत, हिमांशु मंडल, नवीन कुमार, प्रिया तरनेजा, yes, she's come. Thank you, sir.
Now, I request Professor Gaurav Manohar Marathe, Chairperson MBA HRM Program, to present the degree of Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management.
All candidates of MBA HRM program, please rise. Mr. Chairman, I present Akash Parashar and 71 others, including those in absentia, who have satisfactorily fulfilled all the requirements for the award of the degree of Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, and request that the degree be conferred on them.
By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, I confer on you the degree of Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, and charge you that in your life by thought, word and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
Graduating students will now take the pledge. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall, in thoughts, words, and deeds, endeavor to be worthy of the degree of Master of Business Administration in Human Resource Management of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, confer on me by the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi. Graduating students will now receive their degree. Akash Parashar, Ajan Bharadwaj, Akriti Singh, Akshay Soni, Akshita Sharma, Ananya Satpati, Anupriya Saxena, Anuradha Sharma, Apurva Singh Badoria, Arshita Unikrishnan, B. Aishwarya Rao, Bharti, Bhavna Nagpal, Anurima Chakrabarti, Debabrati Chatterjee, Deepesh Dharmasattu, ढोकणे सौरभ मनोहर राव, दीपाली ओराव, दिव्यांशु राय, जी उज्ज्वला रेड्डी, अर्पिता दिलीप गंगवार, अरुंधति घटाले, ग्लिमी मिश्रा, हरिता पी, हर्षा कुमारी, हिमांशु चौरासिया, इशिता मालविया, जितेन चंदर, कनिका दुदेजा, करीम निशा अब्दुल करीम, कटरगड्डा यशवंत, लाइफामंग गुंजैत रॉय, मयंक, मेघा पॉल, मेघम पाई साई सिंधुशा, मौप्रिया मिस्त्री, निहारिका मुरला, नितेश कुमार, नितिन कुमार, पीवी भास्कर, प्रज्ञा विश्वकर्मा, प्रीति संगम, राशि बिलथ्राय, रश्मि देशभ्रतर, संचिता चक्रवर्ती, सौम्या मदान, सेंथिल कुमार, श्रुति घिया, शुभम जायसवाल, श्रीजा शांभवी, श्रीनिवास केएल, शुभदीप रॉय, शुभश्री साहू, सुरभि झा, स्वाति शर्मा, तोरम साई कृष्णा चैतन्य, विकास वीएस, विवेक, यशस्व कुमावत,
Now, I request Professor Amit Sachan, Chairperson MBA Executive Program, to present the degree of Master of Business Administration Executive.
All candidates of MBA Executive Program, please rise. Mr. Chairman, I present Soumitra Mukherjee and 22 others, including those in absentia, who have satisfactorily fulfilled all the requirements of the award of degree of Masters of Business Administration Executive of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, and request that degree be conferred on them.
By the authority given to me by the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, I confer on you the degree of Master of Business Administration Executive of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, and charge you that in your life, by thought, word, and deed, you prove yourself worthy of it.
Graduating students will now take pledge. I do hereby solemnly pledge that I shall, in thought, word, and deed, endeavor to be worthy of the degree of Masters of Business Administration Executive of Indian Institute of Management Ranchi, conferred on me by the Indian Institute of Management Ranchi. Graduating students will now receive their degree. Alok Kumar Chaudhary. मैं जाके देख अनिमेश कुंडू, चिरंजीत चक्रवर्ती, देव आर्यन, गौतम यादव, जागरण बंदोपाध्याय, ज्योति कुमार, कृति प्रसाद, निखिल हांडसा, नीलिप मलिक, प्रतीक खन्ना, प्रतीक गौरव, प्रियम मित्रा, राहुल शरण, राणा सिंह, सचिन कुमार यादव, सौमित कुमार डे, साई कृष्णा इलूरी, साई कृष्णा इलूरी, I have already. समरजीत चौधरी, सौमित्रा मुखर्जी, शुभ्रा धरा, Sujeev Burman. I think last one is absent. Thank you.
Now, I request Chief Guest of the event, Honorable Governor of Jharkhand, to kindly present the medals and certificate of merit to the students of MBA, MBA HRM, and MBA Executive for their scholastic performance in the academic session 2020-22. For this, I call upon Professor Tanushri Datta, Dean in charge, to announce the name of the deserving candidates.
I now present the MBA, MBA HRM, and MBA Executive students of 2020-22 batch for the award of medals for their scholastic performance. Board of Governors Chairman's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing first in MBA 2020-22 batch goes to Prasun Adak, CGPA of 9.10. His name has been included in the Institute's honor roll for the year 2022. Director's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing second goes to Karthik Kapri, CGPA 8.49. Okay. Program Chairperson's Medal and Certificate of Merit. Program Chairperson's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing third goes to Ankita Priya, CGPA 8.49. Book prize for standing fourth goes to Abhishek Tandon, CGPA 8.26. Book prize for standing fifth goes to Jahnavi Agarwal, CGPA 8.23.
Is there any other line of, or can we ask any professor to?
There's not much.
They're setting in random mode.
Yeah, so, and there's not much. Just across the board, there's 5 each. So,
Five each.
pretty good at it.
Is there a faculty which will go and call all of them and also that they will take the
Okay. I'll just do this. For MBA HRM 2020-22 batch, Board of Governors Chairman's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing first in MBA HRM 2020-22 batch goes to Debarati Chatterjee, CGPA 8.59. Director's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing second goes to Chakravarti Anurima Abitab, CGPA 8.01. Program Chairperson's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing third goes to B. Aishwarya Rao, CGPA 7.92. Book prize for standing fourth goes to Shivangi Mittal, CGPA 7.89. Book prize for standing fifth goes to Kareem Nisha Abdul Kareem, CGPA 7.85. For MBA Executive 2020-22 batch, Board of Governors Chairman's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing first in MBA Executive 2020-22 batch goes to Soumitra Mukherjee, CGPA 8.92. His name has been included in the Institute's honor roll for the year 2022. Director's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing second goes to Prateek Khanna, CGPA 8.34. Program Chairperson's Medal and Certificate of Merit for standing third goes to Shubhra Dhara, CGPA 7.86. Book prize for standing fourth goes to Chiranjit Chakravarti, CGPA 7.84. Book prize for standing fifth goes to Priyam Mitra, CGPA 7.72. I now announce the name of the winner of Professor Ashish Hajela Memorial Award, which goes to Akash Banerjee for securing highest CGPA 8.14 in Strategic Management course. I now announce the name of the winner of ICSI Signature Award Gold Medal, which goes to Prasoon Adak, roll number M2320, for securing highest CGPA 9.10 in MBA 2020-22 batch. Say start.
Thank you, sir. Now, I request Shri Praveen Shankar Pandya, sir, Chairman Board of Governors IIM Ranchi, to kindly address the audience.
Honorable Governor Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan ji, our guest of honor Shri Anand Kripalu ji, my fellow governors Shri Sailesh Iyengar ji, Hashit Joshipura, Sushil ji, Om ji, chairman of programs, faculties, my very dear students, and the parents. And ladies and gentlemen, if I have forgotten somebody. You know, when I was distributing this certificates here, I could really see the difference between the management graduates and the HR graduates, the way they walk up to me. I won't say that who did better or who did not do better. But there was a marked difference, and even in the executive programs. And I think, I have a feeling that my faculties are doing excellent work, because the way they should be walking, or the kind of confidence, the kind of a smile on their faces. So I could see the difference. So keep it up. You're entering real life now. You're at the bottom of a mountain where you have to climb, and there are a lot of people ahead of you. But they should be an inspiration to you and not a challenge. And one day you will reach the peak and you will be the inspiration to others. Today, India is the fastest growing economy in the world. I remember at our times, every year I used to go Nani Palkhiwala's speech in Mumbai, and every year we used to have less than 1% GDP growth. And every year he could say that, you know, we have so much talent, so much things that we can easily grow 6-7%. And at that time we used to feel कि ये क्या बात कर रहे हैं, कहाँ से 6-7% होगा? And today we are doing that. So I must say that there are plenty of opportunities for all of you than what existed way before when we entered into the real life. And you have immense opportunities going your way. You know, the kind of startup ecosystem that has been developed in India or developing in India is the kind of money that you can so easily get to do this startup. You know, I'm very well connected with the Commerce Ministry and the various programs they are starting for a startup, the MSME Ministry. If you go to them and find out, you can easily get funding. You should get 4-5 of you together and think of something, start something. Of course, you all have got jobs, so you must be doing it, but you should keep it in mind that job is not the end of the game. You have to get into the real life and start your own this thing and be the employment provider instead of employment seeker. So that is what my advice to you, that, you know, there are plenty of opportunities now coming in your way in terms of starting your own projects, in starting of your own startups. You have to keep in mind that, you know, UN Charter is there of sustainable goals. And today, wherever you go in the world, you have to follow these sustainable goals. Clean energy, no child labor, equal respect for gender, all these things. There are number 17 goals that the UN Charter has laid down. And you need to, whichever country you go, wherever you go, that is the thing, that business empire without following these charters. So when you go out there, this is what you really need to do. Another important thing, that use and misuse of artificial intelligence is there, that it will render thousands of people jobless and it will create thousands of other jobs. So you need to get in there. You see, today, as I am speaking, last day, the European Council has said that we must regulate this. Even they do not understand today that what is artificial intelligence and how much damage it can do or how much benefit it can give you. So these are the opportunities. When you get into it, you will be ahead of the most of the people in your peer groups. So this is what you have to look and accomplish. You see, today it's not so easy to get an expert on artificial intelligence. You know, even in America, they are struggling. In China, they are struggling. So they are all trying to work together, that what are the parameters that we have to fix up. And I can tell you, ChatGPT is a very small example of this. But, you know, in real life, it can play havoc also, and it can help you. See, there may not be need of universities and institutes like this 10 years from now, because you could get everything probably on your screen. So life is changing, method of living is changing, method of working will change. So you have to equip yourself. And I can only tell you that this institute has given you everything that you can go forward with. So there is a life ahead of you, and you are the chosen few in this country who will be representing our country and taking it forward. According to me, all IIMs and all IITs, the students who are graduating, they must have this vision and they have to work for their country. With that, I wish you all the best and may you all succeed in your life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We are happy that Sri Anand Kripalu, MD and Global CEO of Blankstone EPL Limited, is amongst us as the guest of honor of the event. Sir, I'd request you to kindly address the audience.
Thank you very much and very good evening, everybody. Honorable Governor of Jharkhand, the Chairman, Directors and Board of Governors of IIM Ranchi, faculty, staff, and students, especially those graduating and are being felicitated today. Congratulations, and also to the proud parents who I know are sitting up there and watching down so proudly. I'm coming to Ranchi after decades, actually. You know, I have very fond memories of spending many a summer holiday as a child. My mother's older sister, aunt, used to live in Ranchi, and we used to, you know, come. This was our family outing of the year invariably. And I haven't been here for a long, long time. But, you know, as was read in my introduction, I have been very closely associated with the IPL team, RCB, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and we will not discuss today. We will not discuss today why RCB has never won the trophy, all right? But I've been associated with that team for 8 years, and therefore I think it's really special to be visiting the hometown of one of India's cricketing legends, right? One of India's cricketing greats. You know, as I stand here in front of you today, my mind goes back to when I was sitting where you all are sitting. Graduating from IIM Calcutta in 1983, and that's a full 40 years ago. Don't try and guess how old I am. And that's when I started my professional journey. You know, there's a saying in Thailand that experience is a comb that nature gives you when you are bald. As I start balding, slowly but surely, I can tell you, you know, if you look from behind, you'll know exactly. I would like to share that comb with you to help you in some way in the careers that you've embarked on ahead. So today I'm going to give you 5 lessons that I have learned along the way. These are real, practical career lessons. This is not out of, sorry to say, out of a management book, huh? This is just personal experiences. And then I'm going to give you a couple of pieces of unsolicited advice. All right? So 5 lessons, 2 pieces of advice. That's what I'm going to do. All right? Okay. Lesson number 1. Careers are not sprints. They are marathons. You know, you need to sustain your journey in a 40-year career and with, you know, such improving life expectancy in India. I mean, there is no concept of retirement. You will keep working in some form or shape. So you have to manage your energy, not just your time. And energy comes from your workplace, of course, but it also comes from family, from friends, from relationships. Now, how many of you have run marathons, tell me? Put up your hand. How many? I claim to have done 1 half marathon only in Mumbai. But you know what I saw? There are so many people running this marathon for the first time, and they have more enthusiasm than planning. They take off at the start point and they're trying to run 42 kilometers or whatever. And after 3 or 4 kilometers, they are huffing and puffing, lying on the wayside somewhere. They are not the guys who are going to get to the finishing line. So too in careers, So too in careers. Many peak too early. And I can tell you, I have seen alongside of me many people much smarter than me, much smarter than me, who actually got promoted for the first time ahead of me. And that was the most shattering experience, that I wasn't good enough and somebody else got promoted. You know, this batch mentality in IIMs, I can tell you, never ends. Never ends. Even after you've retired, people are saying, yeah, what is, uska kya ho raha hai, iska kya ho raha hai? All right? It just never ends, that batch mentality. But many of these people who got promoted ahead of me actually have disappeared into the sunset all too early. What you learn at each stage of your career, like how you manage your energy in each stage of a marathon, prepares you for the next stage. Excellence in the current job is the only thing that determines the next job. I have seen too many people who are always eyeing the next job. And you know what happens then? They trip on the current job, They trip on the current job. And remember one thing, I must tell you this. No one, not even the most successful person you can think of, has had a perfect career. There is no such concept of a perfect career. There will be ups, there will be moments of exhilaration and highs, and there will be downs and moments of lows. You know, everyone has a bad day or a bad stint. Even cricketers do, right? We know that. The guy will score a century and next get out for duck, right? It happens. But how you pick yourself up after that and run again determines how far you will go in your career. So remember, there will be downs, but how you deal with that will determine how far you go. The second lesson, seek out grassroots level experience. And what does that mean? You guys are just starting your careers. You know, a lot of the kind of person I am today, the kind of leader I am today, has been shaped by my early years in sales. And you may start in whatever function, but I'm talking of grassroots experience, working at the bottom of that function. Because of my early years in sales, I have a lot of empathy for the people who toil every day, who sweat it out in the market and in the factories. One selling the product, one making the product. Actually, they are the people who really do the work. Most of us in our head offices are overheads, by the way, right? If you get out of the way, sometimes they perform much better, okay? And I can tell you, my early years were very tough. 35, 40 calls a day in the sweltering heat of India, very often 45 degrees. No bottled water those days. मटके का पानी मिल जाता है तो नसीब खुल गया उस दिन. अगर ठंडा पानी ठंडा था तो और भी खुल गया. All right? Traveling to rural markets, and I have stayed in hotels in Tamil Nadu for 12 rupees a day in Madurai. 12 rupees a night. You know, it is this nail dirtying, collar soiling, and shoe wearing kinds of work that teaches you the basics of how an organization works. And you may be in IT, you may be in HR, you may be whatever function. But when you have a grip on the nuts and bolts of the organization, irrespective of what level you are later in the company, you know how things work. You really know how things work. And, you know, I really do believe that you develop respect for people who really work at the bottom of the pyramid. And many of them, I'll tell you, that I worked with were old enough to be my father. So you build empathy, you build respect for the people who do that hard work day in and day out. So there is no substitute for this learning, this grassroots experience. Ultimately, battles are not won and lost in the boardroom, as people might think. Where do you think they're won and lost? In the marketplace. That's where the dogfight is happening, actually happening. That's where consumers, customers are won and lost in the marketplace. The third lesson, have the hunger and desire to make a difference. You know, the wheels of a business turn only when you do something. And you know, a lot of smart people get together in a room and have a wonderful meeting, huge debate, and go out and do nothing about it. It's an end in itself for many. Do you think that changes the meters of the business? Do you think that turns the wheels of the business? It makes no difference to fish or fowl. You might as well not have had that discussion. If you're graduating from a top institute like IIM Ranchi, I have no doubt that you will have the requisite intellect to be successful. So what makes the difference, at least in my eyes, between good and great? It's the fire in the belly, the desire to do something, the desire to make a difference. You know, I remember the time when I was a regional sales manager and I had 2 area managers working for me. Each had a territory that was broadly similar, a similar kind of team in terms of profile and capability, and similar resources in terms of promotional money and expenses. And you know what? One of them would deliver dramatically different results, month after month after month. That's the difference that people who have that fire in the belly, that's the difference they make. I have seen through my career of 4 decades, folks, some people who are very smart, but they are not game changers. I need people who challenge the status quo in every job they do. Those are the kinds of people I want in my team. People who are willing to challenge the status quo. You know, often we want a job in a company because it's a big job. Everyone wants that job. It's a big job. Everyone sees it as a big job in the company. But you know what? It became that big job. It became that great job because somebody sat in that chair and made a difference and made an impact while doing that job. So remember one thing. People make jobs. Sometimes you'll say, I don't want this job. It's not a nice job. People make jobs. Jobs don't make people. Remember that. Fourth, get comfortable outside your comfort zone. You know, very often we think we know what's best for us. I know exactly what I want to do. And sometimes that might be the case. You may have blinding clarity about what you want to do. But you know, more often than not, at least in my case, you know what it was? It was the butterflies in my stomach, the lack of confidence about doing something that I'm not comfortable with. It was that lack of confidence that said, I don't do this, I want to do only this. I thought I was clear, but I was actually nervous. Some of my greatest learnings have come from jobs that I least wanted to do. And I went into the jobs kicking and screaming, thinking, here's the company giving me a signal that I'm not good enough for the job I want to do. Little did I know that later, those were the jobs that gave me learnings on leadership, on strategic influencing, on working in different cultures that would never have happened otherwise. How many of you have heard and seen Steve Jobs' commencement speech at Stanford? How many? Too few. It's a must-see. You have to see. And he says so clearly that in your career, you cannot connect the dots looking forward. But when you look back at your career, and certainly, you know, after the long kind of career that I've had, you can connect the dots and see how each experience has made you what you are. You could never have planned that looking ahead. And the fifth, always leave a legacy. And legacy is a big word, right? Always leave a legacy. So when I was a young sales trainee in Tamil Nadu, you know, we would, after that hard day's work, 40 calls a day in the sweltering heat of Tamil Nadu summer, I would sit down with my supervisor, who was my trainer, right? He was one of those guys who was old enough to be my father. And we would say, listen, what do we do after a tough day like this? So we'd sit in the evening and have a drink together. And he would start telling me stories, my supervisor. And you know, he kept telling me stories about his boss, the area sales manager, right? But not the current boss, not the previous boss, but the boss who was his boss 2 bosses ago. And he only spoke about that boss who was his boss 2 bosses ago. That was the person who had put in new systems. That was the person who coached this person. That was the person who helped this person on personal matters. That ASM, that area manager, had touched this supervisor in a way that he was remembered well after he was gone. He had left a legacy. The other 2 area managers passed through like a silent ship in the night. Nobody noticed, nobody cared, nobody remembered. So remember, whatever job you do, leave a legacy. You know, sometimes we think that legacy is this big word. Only CEOs and CXOs need to worry about legacy. But I will tell you this, you can leave a legacy in any job you do. Even the person who serves tea in the office can serve it in a way in which you're thinking about how well that was served after that tea has been served. Whatever job you do, you can leave a legacy and be remembered. So those are the 5 lessons to you from my career. And these are just real lessons that I have experienced. And now 2 pieces of unsolicited advice. Okay? First, and the chairman spoke about this, believe in the India story. You know, when I passed out of IIT in 1980, IIT Chennai, in 1980, the norm was for everybody to go to the US. I remember the director of the institute calling us into a hall like this, and pleading with the students not to apply to US universities. And like he said, you know, in his jovial style, why go to the US and become a second-class citizen? Let's stay here where we're all second-class citizens anyway, all right? But I remember him pleading, saying, don't go. I did electronics engineering. We had a batch of 32 in my class. You know how many went to the US? 30. 30 out of 32 went to the US. I decided to stay back, right? And there are half rational and half emotional reasons why I decided to stay back, okay? But I'll tell you one thing, it's a decision I have never, ever regretted. Most of my batchmates today are in Silicon Valley, right? I've done really well. But I'll tell you one thing, if they could, they would come back today because they are seeing what's happening in India. Unfortunately, they are Indians, their children are Americans. They can't come back. They're stuck. They are stuck. This is India's decade, right? A booming country with 1 billion opportunities. In fact, the next few decades, I really do believe, are India's. And you have an opportunity to actually play in the most exciting country in the world. And to be honest with you, something we never had when we started our careers. We really never had. That's why everybody went, because of opportunity. Today, you have that opportunity at your doorstep, an opportunity that I and many people several generations back never had. So believe in the India story and enjoy the ride. And the second piece of unsolicited advice: win, but win the right way. All too often, it is felt that you need to do the wrong thing to win. And I'm saying this very openly. Very often, it is said that you need to do the wrong thing to win. You cannot win the right way. And I'll tell you one thing honestly, there is no wrong way to get the right result. Huh? There is no wrong way to get the right result. Every one of you has a conscience, right? You know what a conscience is? You have a conscience? Anyone doesn't have a conscience, put your hand up. I have a very loud inner voice. It's not about the rule book on policies and do's and don'ts. It's that inner voice that tells me right from wrong. You know, a lot of people believe that businesses are built on vision and strategy and everything else, you know. I really believe that businesses are built on conscience and have to be managed by conscience. So as you go out into the business world, and some of you have already gone out there, remember one thing, huh? Don't just partake in the India story, but help build it into the kind of India that you want to leave for your children and the next generations to come. That is your responsibility to do, yeah? And I would like to end with a quote from Lord Leverhulme, one of the founding fathers of Unilever. I believe that nothing can be greater than a business, however small it may be, that is governed by conscience. And nothing can be meaner or more petty than a business, however large, governed without honesty and without brotherhood. I cannot start my career again, right? I'm pretty much done. But I do hope that these stories and these pieces of advice that I'm giving you will help you as you chart your careers and you embark on your journey. You have a very exciting opportunity in a very exciting country. And remember one thing, and I have experienced this. The IIM brand will always stand by you. I have recruited hundreds and thousands of people in my time. When you see somebody from IIM, they come into the short list more often than not. It's a brand that will stay with you, but it is for you to nurture and to uphold, because you could also damage it. Every one of you who carries that badge of IIM can build that brand into something bigger, or you can destroy it as well. So let that conscience also drive your decisions. So, go forth and remember one thing, you have to leave a legacy in everything you do. You have to leave a footprint on the sands of time. That is your responsibility. That is the debt you owe IIM Ranchi and the larger community that has given you so much and every one of you so much. All right? So all the very best, everyone. Good luck and God bless.
Thank you, sir. It is an honor that Honorable Governor of Jharkhand, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan sir, is amongst us as the chief guest. We are indeed grateful to him for graciously and readily accepting our invitation. Sir, I request you to kindly deliver the convocation address.
I touch and salute the holy feet of Bharat Mata, the most merciful and the most powerful. To the guest of honor, Sri Anand Kripalu, MD and Global CEO of Blackstone EPL Limited. Sri Praveen Sangar Pandya, Chairman, Board of Governors, members of Board of Governors, Professor Deepak Kumar Srivastava, Director IIM Ranchi, Dean, Program Chairpersons and members of faculty present on the dais, dignitaries and invited guests, students and parents, and my dear friends from press and media. Before going into my speech, I like to introduce one of my good friend who has contributed to the education in the country in a big way. Mr. Balakurusamy, who has come with me. He was the former Vice Chancellor of Anna Technical University, Chennai. His books are today as textbooks in the most of the universities all over the world. He took Abdul Kalam ji to his campus, and Abdul Kalam ji has served as the visiting professor in his campus till he was announced as the candidate for the presidency of India. Johar, I am delighted to be present here among all of you on this 11th convocation ceremony at IIM Ranchi. At first, I would like to congratulate all the students who are being awarded their degrees in the ceremony today. It must indeed be a very happy and proud moment for you, your families, and your well-wishers. Everybody is saying that you are getting into the real life from tomorrow onwards. Why? I am also repeating the same thing, but the reason is, till today, this moment, you lived with the support of others. From tomorrow onwards, you are going to live to support others. That should be your motive. That is the real life. I am happy to visit the campus today. I am really very happy after seeing the campus. This is the first time I am getting into the campus. Such a good campus that makes an inspiration in the hearts of the young people that tomorrow I am going to achieve something. This campus, whenever you are seeing the campus, you must always remember the tax paid. It's not only income tax. Income tax is being paid by the person who is earning more. But the contribution is more from what? The indirect taxes. The fellow who is toiling his whole day on the hot sun, earning only 350 rupees, he is paying the maximum tax because they are more in number. And from that 350 rupees, at least he is paying 50 rupees as tax. By way of GST, by way of so many things. If he wears a textile shirt, he has to pay tax. He buys a matchbox for his house, he has to pay tax. He buy something for his children, he has to pay tax. So that everybody is paying tax. It is not only that we should never think that only the income tax payers are the taxpayers. Never. In our country, the indirect taxes are yielding more revenue than the direct taxes. So we must always keep a social responsibility also with us. Wherever, yes. We have to sustain, that is first. But at the same time, we have to serve the society also. I have been informed that the IIM Ranchi has gone through an impressive journey. I congratulate the entire team. Its intake over the years has grown considerably, which is a very commendable task. The institute, which was the 9th among the IIM established in the country, has played a key role in promoting excellence in management education in the country in general and especially in Jharkhand in particular. we all know our state is number 2, unfortunately, from the bottom. We have to change this, that at least in the next 5 years, it should be number 2 from the top. That is what we are working. That's why I took him here. I appoint him as the advisor for our universities with only one motive. I know how was the Anna Technical University and how he transformed into a university with all facilities as well as the recognition from the abroad also. That's the reason why I have taken him. There is no, he is working only as an honorary. There is no remuneration for his job. IIM established in the country has played a key role in promoting excellence in management education, and in general, as well as it is the 15th rank in the NIRF rankings, is a commendable achievement of the institute. It's not an easy job. Why it is not an easy job? Everything requires an environment. By being the state number 2 position from the bottom, you have occupied the 15th rank in the NIRF. That is a great achievement. I really congratulate you again. India has entered into the very exciting phase of growth. No doubt about it. The whole world is looking at us. When our chairman was in his speech has clearly mentioned, Nani Balkiwala's speeches are the great interest on those days, because nobody has talked about the economy so elaborately. And nobody has talked about the growth so elaborately in those days. But I said sustainability is a must. With that 1% growth or maybe 0.5% growth, our elders have sustained. That is the reason why, in spite of the pandemic, we are achieving 6.5% growth today. That all the credit goes to our elders. We must remember that we have to prepare our country for the challenges ahead and work towards creating a nation which fulfills the dreams of all sections of the society. We should never treat somebody away from the society. Any growth, that growth should be inclusive growth. Any development, it should be an inclusive development. The idea of management education has expanded from merely preparing students for the boardroom to equipping students with life skills to adapt and change for facing new challenges which may emerge in the future. The whole world is now open. Absolute competition everywhere. You cannot take rest. You have to take rest. At the same time, taking rest is for preparing yourself to compete with others in the most efficient way in the future. Without taking rest, nobody can come out with new ideas. That has to be taken care every time. A very encouraging development which has emerged in the recent years is a culture of startups and entrepreneurship by the students. I went to one of our college in Ranchi, Hotel Management College. When the students were getting out with their degrees, 2 of them has already started a small hotel. And one said, I am going to complete my lodge with 30 rooms. That is the confidence the youngsters are having in their mind. Of course, you need exposure. You have to wait for your time. By closing your eyes, you cannot take risk. By opening your eyes, you can take any risk. That is life. Without risk, there is no success. But unnecessary risk, you will become Dakaya. That you should never allow it. Whenever you get defeated, you always think about one single man, that is Abraham Lincoln. There are so many presidents for US. The American president, how many of you can easily remember? Maybe George Washington, because he started the War of Independence with the British, and he became the first American president, so you may be remembering him. But everybody will remember Abraham Lincoln. But Abraham Lincoln has never won an election so easily. When he contested senator, he got defeated. When he has contested governor, he got defeated. When he contested for president, he got elected. But he is the man who said, being the white, he said, slavery of black is a sin. I will remove it, and he fought for it. That's why the entire humanity today is always remembering Abraham Lincoln. You take his personal life also, so miserable. Born in such a humble background of a cobbler's family, and his wife ran away from him, divorced him and ran away. Everybody has said, this is not a face to see. But you remember always, that face was drawn by the cartoonist in the maximum number of times in the world. That is a world record, because his service to the humanity. The success will never come just like that. But success will come definitely if you are keen in your work, if you are keen in your involvement, if you are keen in your concentration whenever it is required. Okay, taking a break is not a sin. But you must come back with more concentration. That is where your success lies. So I am always telling, do your duty sincerely. Definitely the success will come. Maybe sometimes for some people it comes the very next day. For some people it comes after 5 years. For some people it comes in a very big way after 25 years. That is life. Success is what? You just turn back your past. If you are satisfied, then you are successful. The Apple owner has said, everybody is telling me that I am successful man, but personally I am not. Your success is not counted by money. Your success is not counted by the power. Your success is counted the way you live. Never deviate. Never try for the victory in the shortcut method. Temporarily, so many people were so successful. But ultimately, at the final end, is a big defeat. Never do it. Never do it. I am honestly saying, what you deserve, definitely you will get it one day. If not today, definitely tomorrow. Nobody can stop it. Never lose your temper. Never, never lose your temper. Those who know, because you are most of them, you are going to be the executives. You must know one thing. You must know how to obey first. If you know how to obey, then automatically you know how to command. Obeying for what? To take over and make the command. You see, Narendra Modi ji, You can take his life. You go through his life. Such a humble background he started. From the platform of a railway station. Today he is every day, almost every week at least, he is introducing one Vande Bharat train. Never think, I cannot. You can. How you can? First you have to develop the patience in mind. I will wait for my time. I will do my duty, but I will wait for the right time. Definitely you are having a jumping pad today. How many of the Indians are having an MBA degree? Are they not living? Are they not coming up in their life successfully? Are they not recognized by the rest of the society? But you are having a clear advantage. You have been taught how to lead. That is the greatest advantage you are having today. And my humble request is, never get dejected. Never get dejected. When you are young, you have to be at a higher speed. But your speed should not discourage you if you get defeated. Take a break there. Start the next day with vigor. Try and try. You will be successful. Starting with the new national education policy, the government has sought to bring the comprehensive change in the sector. As a part of its effort, the government has also now implemented the academic bank of credit system, which will enable students to utilize credits from other institutions. This will encourage them to study new and innovative subjects as per their choice. Don't waste your time. When you are so young, when you go to the UKG, LKG, first they will give some books. In the first standard, you will get one that is timetable. Timetable is not for the first standard alone. Timetable is there for your whole life. What I should do today, what I should do in the evening, what I should do in the morning, when I have to take rest, when I can see the WhatsApp, when I can see the YouTube, everything should be fixed. YouTube today is more worse than the liquor. Don't allow anything to rule you. You rule everything. Then success is ours. I have been told that IIM Ranchi has a 5-year integrated program in management, which is based on the spirit of the new National Education Policy 2020, and this course has included subjects from varied areas to provide the students with a strong platform for the future. The whole world is becoming dynamic. Change is the only constant factor today. In our days, you fail in pre-university, that is the end of the story. You get second class, most of them leave from that. If you get a first class, you don't get a medical, that is the end of the story for so many people. Nowadays, it's not like that. You have a lot of opportunity to learn. Never stop learning. Nation has also received a call from our Honorable Prime Minister to work on the path of Atmanirbhar Bharat, a self-reliance. Why a self-reliance is required? You see, the Europe is now suffering with one single war, with the one mistake of theirs. They have never seen the inflation for the past 40 years. Today, they are not able to bear the inflation. The American inflation and the European inflation make their life harder and harder. That's why we must always self-reliance country. For that, we must keep ourselves always ready to meet any challenge. This concept is linked to our ability to produce cutting-edge products and technology to meet all our critical needs and ensure that the economy and the country can continue to grow unhindered. The benefits of the presence of a strong domestic industry could be seen in the COVID-19. When COVID was there, everybody was in panic. Nobody was having any faith in us. Nobody was very confident. Most of us lost the confidence when the whole country has been closed for 9 consecutive months. But because of our pharmaceutical industry, we were able to find a solution to the COVID. The vaccination has been found in our country, and not only that, that has been exported to the world over. Yes, business managers, you also have the responsibility to ensure that your decisions keep in mind the protection and the environment, a sustainable future for the upcoming generations. That is our social responsibility. And it is a matter of pleasure to note that IIM Ranchi has also attempted to create an impact on the quality of life of people in Jharkhand by being a part of Mahatma Gandhi National Fellowship and also Vande Vikas programs. I am also glad to know that IIM Ranchi has set up centers to conduct multidisciplinary research for the benefit of the public at large and in particular the organizations based on this region. The institute has tried to promote the local culture through the Birsa Munda Center for Tribal Affairs to promote the growth of future leaders and understanding the public policy and governance. The institute has also established the Atal Bihari Vajpayee Center on Leadership, Policy and Governance. The institute has also ventured into new areas such as research on happiness through the Reiki Center, which is indeed praiseworthy. Now, before I conclude, I would like to tell you the importance of today, the 22nd April. Today is the World Earth Day. The theme for this year is invest in our planet. In our planet, we should invest. American Senator Nelson, the father of the Earth Day, founded the Earth Day for environmental education. Earth Day is celebrated in order to honor the environmental movement and raise awareness to protect natural resources. Earth is our home, and we do not have another planet to go to. So my humble request to the young generation is to protect the Mother Earth. In the end, I would like to congratulate all the students graduating today from IIM Ranchi and would advise them to be ethical and socially aware professionals who will contribute to the nation building as responsible citizens. With one single word, I want to conclude my speech. If there is a will, there is a way. Never give up. If you are having, you can take a break. Never give up. Then success is yours. I pray to God that God should bless all of you with every health, every wealth, and most important, every happiness. I think you all blessed today. 2 days before it was 40 degree, 40 plus in Ranchi. Today God has blessed you with a drizzle. So I believe the cool day today that your life will be very happy life. With those words, I wish you all very happy and very happy future. Thank you so much. Namaskar. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, and Jai Jharkhand. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, we would felicitate our chief guest and guest of honor by presenting the memento as a token of gratitude. For this, I request Director IIM Ranchi, Professor Deepak Kumar Srivastava sir, to present the memento to the guest of honor, Shri Anand Kripalu sir. I request our guest of honor to kindly accept it. Now, I request our Chairman Board of Governors, Shri Praveen Shankar Pandya sir, to present the memento to the chief guest, Honorable Governor of Jharkhand, Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan sir. I request our chief guest to kindly accept it. I request Chairman Board of Governors to declare the convocation closed.
Actually, our Raj Bhavan wants me to be here for distributing the medals and the certificates. They were very keen, sir, you cannot be there for 3 hours together. But I said to the Raj Bhavan, this is an unforgettable day for my students. So, I have spent, anyway I am spending the time. Let me spend the time with my students. These 3 hours, they will remember forever. If that is the reason that finally I made my officials to agree that we should be there from the very first second to the last second. Thank you.
I thank you, sir, that you have given so much time. I have attended so many functions and I have not seen somebody so patiently interacting with the way you were interacting. You were not reading a speech, you were actually communicating with them. So I'm very thankful to you for that. And he very rightly said that this drizzle is a blessing to all of you, because on a day when so much heat wave is going on around in the neighboring towns, you get such a nice drizzle. So it's an ashirwad from the top. With this, I declare the convocation closed. Thank you all very much and all the best to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
जनगणमन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Ladies and gentlemen, the academic procession will now leave the hall You may please remain standing till all the members of the procession have left the hall. I request everyone to please maintain the decorum. The academic procession is leaving the hall. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your cooperation, and you may now kindly join with us for dinner. Thank you. There's a small announcement. Students, graduating students who have not received their degrees and have reached the convocation hall late, so they'll have to collect the degrees from the backstage. The graduating students.